It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Prescott from the gun. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run it with Elliott, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll drop here to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
Up until the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee, you might have got some blank stares back. But down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
And intended target there, Malcolm Brown. And that'll bring up second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Malcolm Brown.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. But the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. On the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Goff on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Goff now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Out of the gun. Goff. They'll get this one to cut complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Every time I see Cooper Kupp play, I'm reminded of the first time I saw him in a summertime workout session. I remember running around screaming, "Who is this young man?" And now we see him on the NFL level. Broke the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in 2019 yards. Career highs in all the major statistical categories. And not only that, that's off of a knee injury the previous season. This guy's tough as nails.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Sam Sloman.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
A 31-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, "Hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake." Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this out to the 25. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
And he stopped immediately there. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
No gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup, and he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Leonard Floyd brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
2nd down and 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
6-yard line.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Brought down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
It's probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there.
A 21-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. There's nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
For the Cowboy field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return is Henderson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. L.A. set to take over again on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. A quick pass to Cup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still look towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019. Runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
That'll be caught by Kupp. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
They try and run forward here with Brown, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Rams are going to jump back in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? In the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
I'm shaking my head and chuckling a little bit now, although it's not funny for anyone trying to block Aaron Donald. But you know, all week long, they say to themselves, don't give up any sacks. And they just gave up one there. They double team him, they triple team him. They try and isolate and make sure that Aaron Donald can't get to their quarterback. And he always seems to find a way. He's not just a physical presence. He plays the game with a great football IQ.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return is Henderson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
At the 26-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. The return man, Wilson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Number 34.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Brought him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and long. It's gone. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and...
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They go to Elliott again. Elliott a first down and more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. A Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Aaron Donald.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Running with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they'd been down there. They'd been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
But when you think of the Rams and their passing game, sometimes Robert Woods gets overlooked. But if I told you he led the team in targets for the last 2 years and had 139 last year, would you be surprised? Probably. But now with Brandon Cooks gone from the roster, they'll look in his direction maybe even more. And I just love the intensity that he plays the game with.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First and
A little
10.
football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. He'll get this one to Cup complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Here's second and a yard. To the air again. Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Goff on first down. And Woods has it complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, it's Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll run now with Brown. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Line of scrimmage, the 9, second and about a yard. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
From the gun on third down. Goff. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Rams 20, Cowboys 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll throw from the gun. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Brown. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A Ram 1st down as Goff finds Kupp. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said, oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 4. A give to Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 34 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And now look at him go. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Van Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the fourth. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Prescott from the gun. Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. Prescott now. Incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 15. Well.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
A shotgun snap for Goff. This will be caught by Brown. Calling a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Right back to Brown. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Goff's throw here finds Woods. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Prescott on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Second and 10. Prescott to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
They won it offensively. Your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that 1st down and finish the game off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Brown. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now it's gone. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Tonight,
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.